Friends, hello and welcome back. Today we are doing our Playmaker build for NHL 23. We're going Playmaker. We're going 5'10". I like 5'10". I think it's a good height here. You don't want to be too short where you're getting knocked off the puck really easy or you're just getting breathed on you fall over, especially when you start playing in the bigger games, sixes, whatever. And you don't want to be too fast or too tall where it starts to hinder on your speed as well. So I like being about 5'10". We're going 175. I find finding 92 speed's a really reasonable area. You got to have high enough speed. That's really important in this game. But I think 92 is competitive. That's a good place to be to find some balance. Zone abilities. I'll start with Magnetic. Magnetic is what we currently have unlocked, the best available. I think that's the best available in general. I don't really need the large increase on pass assist. And the exceptional toe drag and stick handling speed. Again, not worried about it. I like playing with the Magnetic. It is a game where the puck pickups are so important. And Magnetic helps you out with that and does wonders. So we're going Magnetic with the zone ability. As far as the superstar abilities are concerned, now again, we don't have everything unlocked. There's going to be stuff that comes down the road, but right now we have Stick 'em Up, advanced accuracy when poke checking against momentum at speed, reduces the chances of a penalty. I like that. I think poke checking is important. It depends on your play style. Some people stick lift, some people poke check, some people like to hit. Perfectly, I like to stick check. I like to get in the passing lanes, play a lot of center. That's kind of the way I prefer to do it. I don't get as aggressive unless we're, at the blue line or something. But again, it's a preference thing there. I go Stick 'em Up. I would choose a defensive category though that fits you best because playmakers do lack in the defensive statistical department because they're playmakers. It's just the build they're generated with. So if you are a hitter or you are a stick lifter, try to find something that works in your best interest there. Play to your strengths. Our second one, though, I do think is important. It is Bouncer. Now, Bouncer is advanced at stick battles around the net, increases stability, stick tension, and limb strength around the net. Opposing players will take longer to recover from net battles. I think, again, important because you're playing around the net, not just on your side of the net, but on the offensive side as well, where we're seeing, again, the wraparounds around the net coming across the goalie's face is very, very effective so far early in this year's game. And the ability to just hold that balance around the net, it's important. So I love having Bouncer as a secondary ability there. As far as the boosts are concerned, again, not a lot unlocked right now. One thing we do want is acceleration when the time comes. That's why our durability is set the way it is on our build right now, 78 across the board. So it is meeting that threshold when we unlock it. Acceleration speed, it's important. If they can give you a boost that improves your speed with not really any repercussions, you have to take it. Our second boost right now, we are rocking Discipline. Again, I am very big on playing defensive hockey. Defensive awareness, important to be increased, being that you're, again, playing with lower attributes with a playmaker. This helps drastically, obviously, a +4 with the pass lanes and so forth, picking those pucks up. So I love doing the defensive, the disciplined IQ with the player boost. Now, on to the statistics. The statistics, we dropped the wrist shot accuracy to, I think, 80, 82. It's not a big difference there. Slap shot -1, 81. We had to do something with these as well. You didn't really have an option. You had to find the right balance here. We dropped balance -2. I find balance, it's not as effective. I think your size and your weight makes a lot bigger difference than the balance attribute does. Same thing about agility. Your size and your weight mean a lot more than agility. Really, we could probably drop agility. I'm going to drop agility one more and push the balance. I find agility less important than balance. Agility and stuff, it's more about just your stick handling, your ability. The better you are at the game, the more you're gonna be like, oh, I'm more agile. It's like, this guy, look how agile this guy is. You'll watch it. It's actually crazy if you watch other really good players play. You're like, wow, this guy, look how agile this guy is. He moves around so quickly. It's like, how's he doing this with a grinder or a two-way forward? It's a skill you get better at, and you'll notice the agility doesn't affect you as much. So I don't mind keeping the agility down a little bit there. And you have to have the +5 speed. Again, I think it's really important. This game, speed kills, especially this year where we're seeing it affect the defense even more than ever. You got to max out that speed, I think. Going to the power, we'll have to slap shot power and accuracy alone. It's just 79, 78 is already really low. I like to be able to do those one-timers if you can. It's important to have the power behind it anyway in general. So we tried not to mess with that. But again, the acceleration's important. We went +4 acceleration. We dropped the puck control -3 or -2. You don't want to drop the puck control too much because, again, the puck picks up stuff like that. It's important. And I think you can handle the -2. So far, it's played really well for us. And then the endurance. Personally, again, it just depends how you play. I turn off the auto hustle. I find that helps with your endurance a lot. And you skate backwards slowly if you don't always use your speed burst and hustle. Your endurance does stay pretty stable. So I don't mind dropping in a -4 here. And that's where we're going to have ours. That way we can compensate and boost that acceleration up. Play style. Now, passing, again, depends how you play. I love the pass last second. Let's be honest here. I like to wait the very last second, draw in as many defenders as you can, take you up, and then let the puck go. And one thing you'll notice with passing, the lower it is, there's a slight delay on releasing that puck when you tap the button compared to, the higher it is. So I like to get the passing up a little bit if possible. We dropped offensive awareness because it was 90. It's really good. -1 is like, we'll be all right. Body checking, we're not a hitter. And I'll be honest right now, I've hit more in this game than I have in years past. And it's been really effective with a 74. So I don't know how much body checking really impacts things so far, because it's honestly the most I've been connecting and putting guys on the ice with body check. Now that I think about it, a stick checking, again, important to have that up if you can. 82 right, or 80 right now. And do we have the boost? I think we had the boost, right? And then the defensive awareness is an 83. Again, you want to get that defensive awareness up as well. It's just important that you find something that works in this category without taking away too much. We took away all the body checking. I don't like dropping offensive awareness too much. Again, I like the passing where it is. So we kind of went with a balanced approach with the play style here. As far as tenacity is concerned, again, hand-eye, very important. Picking up those pucks is where your hand-eye is going to be affected. And it's also with the deflection shots and redirects in front of the net. Important, especially if you're playing, again, center or a position that's going to, find themselves, or if you're finding yourself in front of the net a lot. Strength, -1. Didn't want to, again, you don't want to mess it up too much. It does matter to, not being knocked off the puck, hitting players. Durability, don't really care about it. -1, we just dropped it to drop. Why is our durability -1 or the rest is actually, why? Hang on a second. I think we're going to go with this. That's much better. Yeah, I don't really care about durability. You're going to get hurt. I haven't got hurt yet, honestly. Just don't take bad, easier said than done. Don't take bad hits. It hasn't been too bad for me so far. Shot blocking, again, -4. I find it's a lot easier just to block. I don't really notice it. I don't notice the category a lot, if I'm being honest, with my size. If you're in front of the net, you're in front of the shot, you're going to block it. If you're not kind of deal. I consider positioning more important. Face-offs, very important if you're playing center. If you're not playing center, don't worry about it. Bump your deking up. Do whatever you want, really. Do anything you want with this. Bump your discipline up if you want. Drop the fighting skill so you don't take as many penalties. Personally, don't find it matters too much. Just don't be reckless with the stick. Again, I guess if you hit more, it's going to mean more to you. But you got to +5 the face-offs if you're playing center. I think that's obviously important, because if not, you're going to lose every 50-50. Other than that, though, that wraps up our build. So far, I've been using it. I've been really enjoying it. It's early in the game. Only played a couple games with it, but it seems to be a really sweet spot. Once you get going, you got to get into the groove of playing it. I've been loving this gameplay so far this year, honestly. It's been nice. Nonetheless, if you guys found this video helpful, I'd appreciate if you considered liking the video, subscribing. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.